You might be currently discovering a new spiritual method for you. Like there might be a new meditation you've tried, or just a new spiritual practice that perhaps you've discovered or started or are thinking about starting. If you haven't started yet, it's a sign to explore that, and if you have started, it's a sign that it's genuinely going to elevate you. For some people, it's like a breathing technique that you have discovered for meditation. You may have even started working with a new spirit guide, or for some of you, you may have been able to get contact with someone from that's passed over, but that's not for everyone. You could be collaborating with someone else to create some kind of spiritual practice, or you're going to create or just kind of partner up and do something together, be it a relationship or some kind of business venture. But this will be very heavily spiritually guarded, or it needs to be very heavily spiritually guarded. Or you're on a integration journey. You're very much like, you haven't fully integrated yet, but it's like in your consciousness that you need to integrate. Perhaps you're still discovering certain parts within yourself that stick out, that need to be kind of smoothed over, that you need to integrate. It may even be like a chant or some kind of mantra that you come up with, or some kind of subliminal, I have heard, that you're watching or even creating. My mouth has become really dry all of a sudden, like really dry, so I don't know if you're having trouble communicating this, or perhaps it's new to you to communicate this. Perhaps you're even doing what I'm doing, which is tarot, or you're doing something which involves your voice, but there's a resistance there. But I don't know if that resistance is coming from you, or it could potentially be coming from someone else, or a third person. I'm hearing a strange scenario where it's almost like a higher power, like God or a spirit guide or something, or just God or whatever. The one that's kind of like pulling this connection together is kind of delaying it a little bit. I don't know why. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. So that could be another person trying to delay it, or it could be another person meddling. Like, I don't know, like it's like giving the vibe like they're supposed to be, if it's a person, they're supposed to be helping this, but they're meddling or actually getting in the way. Whereas if it's like a spirit guide or something, they are the one guiding this connection or this integration, but they're not letting it happen just yet. Like there's still either some more information you need to know about the other person, or the other person needs to be the one to reach out to you, or there's more parts of yourself that you need to discover and integrate, or there's another method or practice that you need to discover and integrate. It's definitely alchemical. Like you're probably finding ways to turn pain into strength. Like you might even genuinely be like, for example, you've gone through a really painful experience and now you are taking that pain to create art, such as poetry or music, songwriting, stuff like that. Something to do with the voice. You could be just a like a life coach, or some kind of communicator, like a teacher maybe, or like a dog whisperer, I heard, for someone. Or it may even genuinely be that this other thing that you need, this other like connection that you're trying to integrate or bring into your life, is not a human or a spirit guide, or even yourself, that it could be like a pet, like a dog maybe, that you need, that you know like needs training. So the dog hasn't been trained yet, but like once the dog's been trained or something like that, then the dog will be like an aid for you almost. So it could even be like a guide dog or something like that, which needs to go into training. Or you could be the type of person that's going to learn how to train animals. But there's something that you need to do specifically. You need to embark on a journey. Yeah, so it's like, it could quite genuinely be that you're just at the beginning, or at a very integral point, a very important point in your journey towards becoming integrated. Yeah, there's still things that you can't see. It's giving like new to a spiritual practice is very excited about this new spiritual practice, is thinking about all the ideas of how this works within this new reality that you've realized that holds this type of spiritual practice. Like, so say you've discovered a practice you didn't even know existed and it's opened your mind up even more. That's a journey that you need to go on. You need to be wary of the light and the shadow aspects of this practice, because not everything is woo-woo love and fairies and light and rainbows and sunshine. Yeah, there's dark things when it comes to alchemy and spiritual practice. It might be that spirit is kind of warning you to almost not look at it in too much of a childish way, to still have a maturity about you and to recognize the truth of what you're seeing, that people can use it for darkness. Like, say if you're training like an animal or a dog, for example, you could train a dog to be your right-hand man, like a guide dog, like a guard dog even, like genuinely for protection. Or you could raise a dog to harm people. Like, yeah, sure, it could still be protection, but it could be raised to bite and bark and terrorize people. Just because you found something new doesn't mean it's perfect and just dive into it. You need to still have like that strength within yourself and the morals within yourself to do it correctly, because sometimes spiritual practices are way more ancient and primal than we are, and there's so much energy within that spiritual practice that it can just be bigger than you, and when you go into it, it takes you over. And I don't know, maybe spirits or whatever that are within that realm of practice, they could be stronger than you. They could see you come in and they could just take your energy. That sounds really strange. I've never ever spoken about something like that before, so I don't really know what that's referring to, like, at all. You need to know that the strength comes from within you. Magic only exists because you're the tool for it to manifest through. The magic is within you, no matter the spiritual practice. I think that's important to remember. You may have moved away from one spiritual practice to another one. Like, for example, you might be coming away from something dogmatic, like religion. And that might be one of the reasons why you're struggling with going down this path, is because, like I said, you feel like there's a spirit, and you might think the spirit is God even, but it's not. But there's some kind of spirit, some kind of energy holding you back, or pushing a judgmental perspective onto you, like pushing judgment onto you that you don't naturally inherently have. It's like an outside judgment from some kind of controlling source that you don't resonate with anymore, but you still feel the judgment, you still feel the eyes burning into the back of your head. That's something only you can get over. Knowledge helps, and seek knowledge whenever you can, and talk to as many spiritual people as you can, for sure, 100%. But real true understanding and strength comes from within you. Like, you have to be the one to know your morals, to know what you want to do, and to know that judgment doesn't need to exist, so that if someone gives you judgment, you're not affected by it. Or if something, like spirit even, a good or bad spirit gives you judgment, like, because that could just manifest as anxiety. I think I keep hearing a lot about spiritual hygiene, so whatever this new endeavor that you are exploring, you need to look at the spiritual hygiene practices of that practice. So I think it's cool to understand the light and dark sides of whatever it is that you're trying to learn. Again, if that's just like a normal education thing, like training a dog, I'm gonna keep coming to that, then you need to learn the good and bad parts of that. Don't train your dog somewhere that could be considered abusive. That's a strange thing, and I don't know why I said that. But for someone, that's an important message, like really important. You have a lot more strength and understanding and intuition within you, spiritual power, than you realize, which is why you're being called towards this new path, because there's something within you that needs to be unlocked, almost as if a spirit guide is just patiently waiting for you to unlock something that's been laying dormant within you since you were born. Yeah, something that you don't see, something, a really powerful strength within you, like a gift. It's your gift. Spirit wants to give you your gift. Like, are you ready to receive it? It might come at you in a way that you are just not expecting. It's a big old journey you gotta go on. It's like just a new fool's journey. It's a new journey. But you can't embark on this journey. You cannot go and explore the world if you hold on to everything that you still have. you need to let shit go. You need to let a lot of shit go. Think about it. How can you explore the world freely if you've got so much shit in your bag? Sell it. Get rid of it. Like, give it up. Let it go. It's only once you lift those burdens from yourself that you could actually go out and embody this new path, or at least explore it. There are definitely going to be people that are not happy with it. They might try and stop you, they might steal things from you, they might talk about you behind your back. They will claim that like resources that were for you are no longer for you because you don't believe in the same things or whatever, which is wrong. It means that their beliefs were never even that strong. But eventually, like at the end of the path, there's a version of you who sits there very grateful for what the present you is about to go and do. There's a version of you that grows and matures through this process. Not always in love and light. You're gonna have to go through some darkness. That's literally part of the journey. And that's okay because you've already been through darkness, so it's not that scary. The maturity that you are about to embody is next level. It's a maturity you've never had before, which is funny because you thought maturity resided within the previous life that you had. Nah, babes, you're still a child. Like, not really, but this new path is going to unlock a huge part of you. Even if it's only small now, you can't know how big the room is when you're just looking at the door. Okay, I see specifically you need to go through that one door first, and then there will be so many doors open to you, like parties, raves. I don't even know, that's so random. Like someone could be training to become a singer. Yeah, that could be relevant because there really truly are dark sides to training in music. It's like, make sure you find the right place. Like if you're gonna go for a record company, go for one that isn't gonna off ya. You get it. I find it absolutely insane that there are non-creative people out there that will take creative people, use them as pawns, and then kill them off just because they're not making enough money from them or whatever. Watch your back, because if you've got these gifts that are about to be unlocked, wait till you see how the world reacts to that, because it's gonna be good and bad, baby. Good and bad. Obviously people are gonna love it. That's your gift. Like, that's what makes you fucking cool. However, people don't always like cool people. They don't. They're threatened and they want to control them. Don't be controlled. Judgment will come, but it's not going to be necessarily good or bad. It will be both. That's life. If you're ready to accept this challenge, then go collect your gifts. I don't know where your gift is, but you do. You do. I don't know you, girl. Well, you can do it. Like, genuinely, you've got the strength. You've got the strength. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you did. I hope it resonates. If it did, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. This is very much a new channel for me, trying to stick to it, so we'll see how it goes. If you want to stick around, then subscribe.